What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video. Today we're taking another look at the Callisto protocols. It's dropping December 2nd. It's giving Dead Space vibes. I'm liking it. We did some other previous videos on it. I'll throw it up here somewhere. So we're gonna check out this performance preview that the developers did with IGN. So without further ado, let's get to the video. All right, Callisto protocol. Let's get it.
Because your new life.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is entirely
Okay.
in my hands.
We're starting off with the energy.
Video games originated within space and soon thereafter horror. Our latest combination of these two sources forms our petrifying preview of what could be a killer app.
Oh, this is going to be a killer app. I could have told you that, my boy. This is going to be a killer app. For
The
sure.
gestation period of games seems to increase generation on generation, with recent events only making that worse, which makes the Callisto protocol something of a
That is
reverse
so disgusting.
curve. Not only in development for just 3 years, built by a newly established team in striking distance, which grew
Oh, they did
from
this in only 3
approximately
years?
50 to just
Damn.
over 200 in that time, all whilst working remotely. To
That's
say
tough.
this is a monumental achievement would be...
So they made this game in 3 years, started with 250 employees, a new studio, started with 250 employees, went down to 200, and they was mostly working remote, and they did this? Listen, game developers, y'all got to step y'all game up, bro. They doing the damn thing.
understating it a little. The ubiquitous use of Unreal Engine 4 is one key aid to that rapid
Oh, if they
roadmap,
only they could have
which
used
has
5.
enabled the team to get stuck into the heart of the game's focus and not just on its inner workings.
This game is going to be gruesome, very bloody and
This
gory.
is not to say they have not tailored the engine to best suit their needs. Led by a collection of veterans, with rendering lead Jorge Jimenez being pivotal in that, you may recall him from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which blurred the lines, quite literally, between cinema and real-time gaming back in 2014. Running at 60 FPS, even on the base Xbox One, a useful experience here, with this cross-generation title launching on that same 9-year-old console right up to the Series X and PlayStation 5. The big technological
Okay,
leap
so it's going to release on last-gen consoles, too. I'm always a little iffy about that, but I mean, he's saying it'll run 4K 60. Well, I don't know if he said 4K, but it'll run 60 frames per second, even on the old console, so we'll see.
though will be true at its core, at least on last and current generation, but now generation plus high-end PC is where it will raise the bar further, and that can
I might
only
get
mean
this on
one
PC.
thing: ray tracing. Now, from the gameplay shown here, we can clearly see the team have come out swinging at the top. Shots such as here with frustum culling and occlusion artifacts show signs that SSR, or screen space reflections, are used for reflections.
You can see the
A solid
SSR.
Unreal Engine 4 effect, leaving ray tracing, I believe at least, to form the lighting pass for the title. A wise choice in a horror game like this, where the use
Like, who would have thought something so simple like how light reflects off of a surface would be something that would be so sought after in video games? Like, every game tries to do ray tracing at a high frame rate, but like that's like one of the hardest things to do in gaming. Like, I don't know what game we've ever seen that's you can have ray tracing on and you can have full ray tracing on and get like 120 frames. Like, if you know any games like that could do that, let me know, because usually they'll cap the frame rate, but you'll get the ray tracing, you'll get the DSSR and all of that, DLSR and all of that, or DLSS, whatever you call it, whatever you call it, but they'll cap the frame rate at like 60 or something like that. So if you know any games that can fully unlock that power, let me know, because I don't know every game. I don't know every single game.
use of light and dark can deliver tension, fear, urgency, along with guiding and aiding your progress. The
Yeah,
only
lighting is
question,
very
though,
important.
Where are they leading us?
Lighting is very important in
On
games
a
to set the
purely
tone.
technical and artistic level, the big tentpole leaps here are abundant. Model quality, and specifically the construction, geometric density of faces, how nuanced movement is, from high bone rig models to skeletal systems on walking, running, hitting, and of course dying. Physics is fully integrated into this, with Jacob's walk, climb, and melee all carrying momentum. Enemies are knocked back dynamically and even break apart within hit zones, likely due to each character being constructed of interlocked meshes, enabling this procedural gore system to work.
Right. One thing I will say, the Unreal Engine and just, you know, modern game engines in general, like you can even look at the newer one, like the RE engine, like they do physics really well. I mean, I know it can't be perfect, it can't be true to life, because it's a computer, it's algorithm, it's binaries, it's ones and zeros going off. There's gonna be an error somewhere, but like in recent years, we've seen like a lot of great games with amazing and realistic physics. So shout out to the developers for that.
Now, this has great potential to enhance combat and gameplay in enjoyment, impact, and tactics. Ammo is likely going to be short, so make
your shots count. Make your shots count, or you're gonna get your head
with
bitten
animation,
off.
the obvious balance of realism versus fun is clear. You can see how quickly Jacob flicks from an ADS shot, a dodge button evade, a strike, and then back to shooting again. It all looks fluid and dynamic, but clearly cuts frames short to enable
he weaved that out smooth.
I hope this carries over to cutting short other actions, such as a stomp being quickly swapped to a dodge as something reaches out of the darkness for you. A key reason the game looks so close to a movie is the accomplished and clearly expensive, from a rendering time point of view, post effects being used. These photorealistic models, which are so good at first, I thought we had real video mixed into gameplay at first glance. Now, much of this is the brilliant subsurface scattering on skin, giving soft, pinky and fleshy tones, to high resolve depth of field, emphasizing the detail of eyes, hair, with a subtle and gradual gradient drop-off, emulating a 35mm camera perfectly. This, along with that per-object motion blur, dynamic per-pixel lighting, and soft penumbra shadows and self-occlusion, all enhance the high-quality assets that are film level at this point. This is all wrapped up with that beautiful specular highlights on sweat and water on faces, with that Fresnel lighting, giving everything a perfect movie-like look.
I hope y'all hear my phone ringing in the background. I don't feel like getting it right now. Somebody calling me. I'll call him back after this.
Now, this has Jorge's MO all over it, continuing his excellent work from Sledgehammer Games. The similar but significantly improved techniques here show no obvious artifacts we're so used to seeing. No banding and ghosting of blur as limbs move, no flicker or sharp edges of depth of field around characters. The silhouette masking and occlusion passes here are almost certainly using very expensive stochastic sample kernels. And I expect all of these effects, both in quality and quantity, to be the biggest sacrifices in the last generation versions. Recall that many of these effects were not running in open gameplay in Advanced Warfare, being retained mostly for cinematic sequences. It can never be overstated just how vital a top-tier, high-quality post-effect suite is to a game or movie's visual impact and identity. And the Callisto protocol here is at god-tier levels.
I see. Well, hold on, y'all. Alright, we back. Technical difficulties. Let's go. Oh, that's cool.
Now, this kind of quality and knowledge is due to the industry veterans that formed and lead the studio's direction. I had the pleasure to speak to one of those in Mark James. As the Chief Technical Officer of Striking Distance Studios, he was intrinsic in the studio's techniques, technology, and its incredible results. Having worked with the likes of LucasArts, 2K, amongst others, he has the experience to drive the studio on its game engine and technological direction.
Starting with an engine that has shipped hundreds of games is a great advantage. Unreal Engine 4, yep. Workflows and tools are widely understood and makes hiring easier. There's always certain changes you want to make to the base engine based on the needs of the product. And at an early stage, we decided key areas we wanted to enhance. Not that we did this in isolation. We communicated with Epic on a regular basis on these changes to ease the integration.
Early choices was that of using Unreal Engine 4 and the customization and tailoring the team went through to ensure it delivered on their aims. This was pivotal in the short 3-year life cycle the game achieved, as Mark explains. He went on to explain some key areas the team...
You use Unreal's simple demolition system and customize this for the Callisto protocol. What are some of these customizations, and does this extend to the dismemberment system in the game.
Focused on
He asked some good ass questions.
Even
These some
in
good questions.
5 elements, such as Unreal Engine simple demolition system and the customized.
Okay, so it does have elements of Unreal Engine 5. He just said that. He said this was an area we created from scratch. We knew we wanted a gore system that hit all the components of a great horror game. Our gore system blends blood spatter, chunk creation, and dismemberment to create the most realistic system we could. We wanted gore to be diegetic. To be a diegetic health bar for each enemy, representing realistic flesh, muscle, and skeletal wounds. Not only was this to be used on enemies, but we also used this to represent the gory player deaths. And Callisto Protocol, even losing, is a visual feast. As we saw, the guy got his head bit off. He got smashed inside of a metal turbine. He got poison, acid burning through his suit. Like, the deaths is going to be crazy in this game.
They did for the Callisto Protocol. We discussed the ray tracing news, the use of UE5 elements, cross-generation challenges, and much, much more, which you can read the full interview with Mark over on the IGN site, and it hopefully gives you a glimpse into just how an engine in and of itself is merely a means to an end. And the real heart of any game is the team, the passion, the skill, blood, sweat, and tears that go into making that. Something which the Callisto Protocol certainly does not shy away from.
Ouch.
Soundscape and mixing are practically 50% of
Filling
the
a dead
entire
space.
puzzle.
Ha, I see what they
and
did
it is
there.
here that I have to mention the elephant in the room. Due to the creative lead being none other than industry veteran Glenn Schofield, this does have a dead space
OG in the
spirit,
game.
which should not be a shock, but it also shares its heart and passion. Sound can be a key tool in a developer or director's toolbox, enabling anxiety or trepidation if you hear something ahead, or urgency if it's coming from behind. To discuss a soft, squelchy, wet gore as you strike an enemy's head or have your own torn off.
Wow. That is nasty. That is
nasty. The mixture
nasty.
of ambient metallic sounds or electronic blends with the organic sounds of scream, torn flesh, or gunshots, mixed with flashing lights and gun muzzle flashes, all invoke the intended atmosphere as you turn on machines or enter a new area. Sound becomes a key character as you use it to see beyond the light or run like hell from it. Right. The trademark diving mass breathing, the squelch of gore, or a meaty foot stomp really drives home the effort, angst, and horror that awaits us. Inspiration is always a delicate balance between cultivating and copying.
Press
But here
F
the
to pay
team
respects.
pay respect to the previous title. If not, lay it to rest.
I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I don't know what game that's from. I think it's from a Call of Duty game, but I've only ever saw the meme. I've only ever saw the meme of press F to pay your respects. Confession. Another confession, I have not finished any of the Dead Space games, but I've played all of them.
The Foley mix and soundscape is a key tool alongside the physicality of the game's UI. Ammo is all on the gun, health on your neck, added to by your breathing, the levels and tired animation cycle, all giving
Just
you
like Dead
physical
Space.
tells of where you are. Flashing red lights and sirens warn of danger, soft yellow lights in an open doorway, a possible sanctuary. All reminiscent of Dead Space for sure, but no less impressive and much more important and nuanced than a swamped UI and menu system, following the motto, simplify to intensify. And it does wonders. They say lightning never strikes twice, but striking distance
It's
are
striking
doing
right now.
everything they can to prove those naysayers wrong.
I see what you
The
did
team
there.
may be new,
This guy's good.
but led by veterans and a passionate and skilled ensemble. I think come December, we may yet
Hold
see
on. What?
veterans and a passionate and skilled ensemble.
The Callisto Protocol is planned to release on February 12th, 2022 on PC, last gen, and current consoles. Don't you mean February 12th, 2023? Ooh, we found a typo. It's rare that IGN has typos in their videos, but we found one just now. Because February had been passed, so they mean 2023.
Istanbul.
But it does come out for next gen consoles on the December 2nd.
I think come December, we may yet see lightning strike twice.
So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life. You gotta let that go.
And that will just about do it for another deep dive into game technology, previews,
that's
and
brutal.
all things video game related. Now, if you are interested in learning
You gotta
more
fight
about the
robots,
Callisto
enemies,
protocol, the
zombies,
wonders the team are
demons.
delivering, and just how they're doing it from the technology perspective, you can check out the full interview with Mark James over on the IGN website. But for now, I'm out. But don't worry, keep it IGN for more performance previews and reviews, just like this one.
And they always end it with that. This brutal death. Hope you're not getting out, bro. Yikes. All right, that was Callisto Protocol, y'all. This game is looking really dope. Like I can't wait for it to come out. December is right around the corner. We already about to, it's as of this video is July 29th. July's already gone. August, you got what? August, September, October, November, December. So less than 6 months. Like this year's going by crazy fast. All these games coming out, like it's ridiculous how many games are coming out and how many of them are actually looking really good. So I'm gonna be broke and I'm all my time is gonna be taken up, but I will get the content to you. I know I've been got some more gaming content to you. I just threw up I just did a Saints Row Boss Factory video. That one is busting right now, so go check that out. And on my channel I have everything categorized anyway. So if you want to see gameplay, you can see gameplay. If you want music, it's all the way at the bottom. I make my own music. I rap. I play guitar. And if you want reactions, that's going to be right there where you need. Everything is categorized. So whatever you need as far as gaming goes and music, I got you. So y'all already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.